Hello, everybody. Hope you're having a good evening so far. So we are going to do Genshin Impact again tonight. We had the update 5.6 on Tuesday. Actually started on the content yesterday. I already got Escoffier. So yeah, I've already done the wishing that I'm gonna do for update 5.6. Yeah, I kind of doubt I'll I don't even know who's on the next banner after this one. I don't even remember. Let's see. Kale's birthday? Yeah, let me go to settings real quick. Is this all? Okay. Yeah, let's get this turned all the way up.
Add Astra.
It's still a little bit on the quiet side. I think I just need to turn my thing up here. Okay. Yeah. Go to Star Snatch Cliff.
Just died again? I was watering it every day. Ugh, don't tell me I overdid it this time.
Might actually be better to start from here. Good old Mondstadt. I hardly ever even go here anymore. Well, yeah, I already knew Venti's voice was going to be gone, at least for this update. I think his name should already be on the list, I think. Yeah. Hopefully Venti's voice will be back for 5.7. Ah, Harima Paimon. I could hear your arrival upon the wind. Were you looking for me?
Venti, did you send us that message?
No, I did.
Whoa, where did you come from? Wait, Venti, do you know this guy? His name is, what is his name again?
Didn't think I was that unmemorable. I'm Dahlia, Deacon of the Church of Favonius, and Herald of the Animal Archon Barbados. Not gonna forget next time, right?
So you called us here so we could meet with Venti?
That's right. I noticed you during the trial. the legendary honorary knight. You seem to have a lot of thoughts on your minds, so I thought we should have a chat. After all, I am the Herald of Barbados. If the people of Mondstadt are in danger, I should keep the Animo Archon in the loop.
Wait then, you know about...
About what? The fact that my tavern-hopping nomad of a friend is Barbados himself?
Don't worry. Dahlia and I are close. He knows everything. Besides, a god needs someone to communicate their will in a formal setting, and no one does that better than Dahlia.
Not that I saw that coming when we first met. But back to the matter at hand. I believe you two already know about Albedo's background.
If you mean his true identity, then yeah, we do.
So, you know too, Venti? That's surprisingly Archon-like of you.
Well, I knew from the moment Rhine-daughter and Alice brought Albedo to Mondstadt. When those two are in town, no one can afford to slack off.
God, will you stop using these crazy fucking words?
The Crytoprin's a perfect specimen of synthetic life. At this stage of the case, there are countless questions surrounding Albedo's motive. His true identity is a potential weakness.
A synthetic being loses control of their sanity and goes on a killing spree. That's how a novel would frame the story, and people are inclined to agree.
Albedo has told us before that humans often value the ordinary over the transcendent and miraculous.
And the slightest difference is perceived as other. A very common phenomenon.
Which means we need to find a way to help your friend.
Hey, Zane, what's up? Bro, check out what shirt I'm wearing today. What do you know about the situation, Venny?
Me? Well, I know that Albedo is a synthetic being, and that a lot of strange things have been happening in Mondstadt, even though Windbloom should be about drinking and having fun.
We noticed that too! The minute we got here, something was off.
You share your observations with Venny and
I
Dahlia.
picked up on most of those too. Miles is out of sorts. Beatrice seems anxious. Although I didn't know Donna stopped being interested in Master Diluc.
Oh yeah, bro, dude. Yeah, the freaking Diluc simp finally stopped simping for Diluc. So, I figured that would make you happy. It made me happy. I'm glad she's not fucking simping for Diluc anymore. That shit was annoying.
When no love remains for the songs to tell, the world becomes naught but an empty shell. Cruel is said fate, cruel it may be, were it not for a hero who could set us all free.
What are you getting at, Tone Deaf Bard?
Oh, just making a comment. There are always unavoidable trials in life. At least that's what Barbados would say. A certain someone is going to need to overcome a trial like that. In such cases, even the Seven know better than to tamper with fate. If only there was a brave soul willing to aid their friend in this time of need. Should he meet a terrible fate, all of Mondstadt could be worse for it.
If you wanted our help, you could have just asked, you know.
Well, even if Albedo wasn't at the center of this case, protecting Mondstadt is part of being an honorary knight, right? You'll still have help, of course, which is why I prepared a little surprise. Behold!
Ooh, Paimon remembers that Jumpy Dumpty!
Don't worry, I removed the fuse, so it's not going to explode. Say hello to the Dodo communication device.
Oh yeah, Zane, do you remember that? It's probably been a couple months, but remember when I covered that one like indie VTuber who um who had supposedly died and then like came back? Do you remember that? Amia Realist Blue was her name.
So, this thing belongs to you
We're old pals. Don't think she'd care if I borrowed it for a few days.
Yeah, okay. I don't think I ever followed up on that because I don't know if you've heard, but it turns out that whole thing was just a was just a huge freaking lie. It was all fake. So yeah, she actually made the whole thing up. She never had a heart attack. She was never in the hospital. Yeah. Yeah, she I don't know, dude. It's a weird story. Um so remember when I said that like or I looked it up that like her gen mates all thought she was dead? Well, it turns out this might be like the weirdest fucking part of the whole thing. It turns out her gen mates were all her. The same person controlled Amaryllis Blue and all of her gen mates. So really, she was obviously still alive, and she just went on as her gen mates and told people that she she had died. Yeah. So this apparently, I mean, she's like really young. She's like, I don't know, 17, 18 years old. And um basically she said that she created these like fake VTuber agencies and all by herself, and she just acted as all the different like members of the VTuber agencies. Genius. Nah, dude, cause like she said, dude, this is the really sad part. She said that basically she did that because she like kind of saw them as imaginary friends, and so she kind of did it as a way to like address her loneliness. So she just like made up these VTubers as like imaginary friends. So I don't know, there's something really wrong with this girl. Okay, I can't remember if I read this line or not.
Anyway, this invention, with a little help from a trick of mine, will allow us to keep in touch. Just take it out and we can chat.
We'll do our best to uncover the truth.
That's all I ask. No matter what comes, you have the wind on your side.
Return to the Knights of Favonius. Okay. Oh yeah, by the way, Zane, you missed yesterday's stream. I already got Escoffier. Also on yesterday's stream, I added 5 more names to the voiceless character list, as you can see. I added Kaya, Jean, Albedo, Diluc, and Rosaria to the list. So we are, what, like 8 months into this shit now? 9 months? And I'm still freaking adding names to this list. I mean, it's insane, dude. Anyway.
I know you all must be shocked, but the evidence is solid. Albedo's situation is not looking good.
I still don't believe Albedo would do something like that. Using living people as alchemical test subjects? It's like something out of a novel.
Perhaps it's best for me to remain impartial, but I've worked with Albedo before. He's an alchemist, not a sadist.
At least we still got Eula's voice.
This version of events is as hard for me to accept as anyone, but Varka once said Albedo is very different from the rest of us. Perhaps there are things we need to learn about him. Let's see what Albedo has to say for himself first. Would you mind giving me a moment, everyone? A private matter requires my attention.
Hey, Jean!
Harima, Paimon, perfect timing. Kaya has a favor to ask. Like Jean said after the verdict, we have time to submit an appeal, and I will do my utmost to convince Albedo to accept. He's been acting strange, and I can't read him for the life of me. But I need you two to start investigating the case.
Investigate the case?
Yes, it's also time for you to get involved.
Do you want us to join the joint investigation?
No, we'd like you to launch an investigation of your own. I'll continue working on his defense in the meantime. If you find anything that might help his case, just let me know.
Dude, what are they talking about? A case? They already rendered a verdict. Like, there's no case anymore. He's been found guilty. Might as well play it in Japanese.
I know it's against the spirit of the season to task you with this, but Albedo is a trusted member of our ranks. We owe him the benefit of the doubt.
I'll look into the case on my own.
I know you'll get to the bottom of this, Harima. You've never failed us in our time of need.
But what if the accusations turn out to be true?
Then you will have done Mondstadt a great service all the same. I'm expecting a retrial. And then, until then, you're welcome to have a look around Albedo's office on the 2nd floor. I'm counting on you.
Bro. Yeah, I think my controller's getting screwed up. Because that walking I did just now, I wasn't even touching my controller. I was just standing still. Anyway. Well, they did say that he could appeal, so I guess there is still a case, because if he appeals the case, then they have to, yeah, go through that process.
Wait, Captain Kaya! Surely I can't just...
These two are here on Jean's orders. She asked them to investigate Albedo's office.
Oh, in that case, head on in.
So this is Albedo's office. Pretty much exactly how Paimon pictured it.
Also, notice how as soon as I said that I already got a Escoffier, Kranu just up and left the stream. Bro, he really does just join to watch me do the freaking wishes.
Alright, I have some work of my own, so I'll leave you to it. Good luck, you two.
Right back at ya. Alright, let's see what we can find.
Ooh, I can investigate all of this. Ooh. There's research notes, test tube, lockbox, book. Oh, that's it. Okay. Now, okay, so the thing is, I had already got like 40 pulls accumulated towards pity. So I only had to pull like 35 more times to reach soft pity. And plus I had lost the previous 50-50, so it was guaranteed that I was gonna get her this time, so. Anyway, test tube. There's a test tube on the shelf with some black powder residue at the bottom. Next to it lies a neatly written note. Chalk is the next stage after soil, but the current available materials are still insufficient to construct a stable structure.
Nope. No idea what that means. Not sure if it's too hard for Paimon or too hard for anyone outside this line of work.
Yeah, and now I'm probably just going to save the rest of my Prima Gems for 5.7 because that's when Skirk comes out. Can you believe finally Skirk is gonna be released, dude? Okay, do you remember Skirk? It's been like over a year, I think, since she even like showed up. I don't know if you remember that shit or not. Alright, investigate the book. There's a stack of books on the desk, mostly relating to alchemy, environmental science, and life science. Some of the pages have been marked with alchemical symbols, and others have S-shaped or triangular symbols drawn on them. Any potential meaning is unclear. You remember, bro? I remember it because, like, the instant she, like, showed up on the screen, I was all like, oh my god, she is so hot. I remember that shit. And now she is coming. So obviously I'm going to be saving the rest of my Prima Gems to get Skirk.
Wow, these books are so fancy. Albedo must have gone to great lengths to get them.
Wait, investigate underneath the book. After moving the book, the desk looks almost empty. Your hand slipped while moving the book, causing the hardcover book to strike the desk. The resulting noise is a bit unusual. It's subtle, but to an experienced adventurer, it sounds too hollow, almost like there's a compartment within the desk. Okay.
Wait, it looks like there's a hidden compartment under the desk.
There does appear to be a compartment added to one side of the desk. It was very well hidden. The lock mechanism is complex and seems to involve elemental power in some way. Perhaps you could try using the power of Geo. The hidden compartment opens. Inside lies a piece of paper with more information. Festering is also a manifestation of rot. When festering forces and a sufficient amount of life energy collide, the two will repel each other, triggering a powerful side effect. When I tested this in an alchemical experiment, the results of the refinement were startling. Breaking through the shackles of life, the simulation of the project, I must take advantage of this opportunity.
The name of the project is blotted out in ink. What could it be?
The note mentioned festering forces, which suggests that Dragonspine could be involved somehow. If this has something to do with creating synthetic life, would Albedo go that far for one of his experiments? No, that can't be. Amid the notes is a map with a few markings on it. 2 of the marked locations correspond to the crime scenes, and the third appears to be in Dragonspine. We're gonna have to go back to Dragonspine, dude. Oh god. It's a hard pill to swallow, but if the results of the joint investigation are correct, there could be a body hidden in that last location. Or at the very least, what remains of one.
Huh. What does this mean? Oh, do you think something might also be buried at the last location? Alright, that seems to be it for this place. We should go tell Jean what we found.
Hey, what's up, Ox?
Oh, Vent is calling! Let's answer!
Okay.
How's the investigation going? Finding anything?
Oh, we found stuff alright. Stuff that only makes Albedo look even more suspicious.
I see. So Albedo's researching something that doesn't help his case, huh? Not promising. We should be grateful Albedo's true identity remains hidden. If it gets out that he's one of Rheindotir's creations, there'd be no separating him from her past. As we both know, Rheindotir's approach to alchemy and ethics was pure madness, and the evidence you just found, well, let's just say it could convince even those closest to him of his guilt. Perhaps even you.
I don't think the handwriting was faked.
Then it comes down to trust. Do you trust Albedo?
Absolutely, I do.
Yeah, he's our friend. We should keep the faith. And if he really is the culprit, he must have had a reason, right? Maybe he's just not allowed to talk about it. Yeah, that must be it.
Either way, a fair investigation means coming to a conclusion presented by the facts. Does that mean even Venti no longer believes in him? Remaining objective has its own value. Remember, none of this is your fault. Just report back with an honest assessment of the facts.
Yeah. Well, let's go find Jean and tell her what we learned.
Hey,
Wait,
Ox, how you doing?
Miles! What's he doing here?
Oh, sorry. I heard voices and wasn't sure if I should check who was inside.
It's okay. We're here on Jean's orders.
Ah, I see. I'll, leave you to it then.
Hold on. You didn't hear what we were saying, did you?
Oh, not really. Nothing that made sense anyway.
Well, do us a favor and just forget anything you might have heard, okay?
Oh, sure. You got it.
That map we found in the hidden compartment seems important. We should check out the marked locations.
Damn. Okay, I guess we gotta go to Dragon Spine. Damn. Ah, gotta love Dragon Spine. I mean, immediately, you teleport there and immediately the shit you gotta go to requires climbing a fucking mountain. And Zane knows how much I despise climbing in this game. Marine hit 4 mil. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, dude, Marine. Yeah, I saw. Yeah, there's new debuts for Phase Connect. They got some new people. Oh, hey, what do you know? Random
There's a lot of good
treasure
stuff in
chest
Wanna
right
split
here.
it? Just kidding. You can take it.
Okay, so I'm here, so I have to find something. Oh. Well, there we go.
We should be getting close. Oh, look over there! Something seems off.
Seems low? Wait, 4 mil? Okay, we're talking about 4 million subscribers here. That seems low? You do realize she's only the second VTuber to have that many, right? Although everything is covered in snow, as a seasoned adventurer, you notice a spot on the ground that looks quite different from its surroundings. Yeah, at least for VTubers, that's pretty high. Yeah, I think Marine will probably pass Gargura at some point. It's probably gonna be a little while longer, but yeah. You remove the snow and find a sizable hole underneath, large enough to fit a human body. But the hole is completely empty, and the surrounding markings make it look like something was dug up. Did an animal do this? Or some monster?
Weird. There's a hole, but no body. The prosecution's argument is that Albedo used alchemy to destroy the bodies, but this location is different from the other two. Why not fill the hole, or smooth out the ground like the other places?
If one person did all this, why not remove the traces like the others? And if Albedo isn't the one responsible, why was this location marked in his notes? Oh yeah, also Zane, they got they put Mume's graduation stream back up, so you can watch it again on YouTube.
You're back. Did you find anything?
Yeah, but none of it helps Albedo's case.
I see. A complicated result, but your efforts are appreciated.
Did Albedo submit an appeal?
Yes, he asked for a retrial. There are still questions surrounding the identities of the victims and the disappearance of the bodies. The minimal remains that were uncovered have been sent for forensic analysis, which should provide some answers. It's just...
What's wrong?
If the victims turn out to be Mondstadt citizens, the situation becomes all the more serious. The second trial would likely have to be open to the public.
Howeverse, they keep throwing me in the pity. It took way too long to get Vivian. Huh. I don't know, dude. Take it up with them. I mean, how many... Okay. Did you, like, lose a 50-50 when you were trying to get Vivian?
And I doubt public sentiment will be in Albedo's favor.
Yeah, not when the charges are so serious.
The second trial is set to take place in 2 days. I hope you will consider attending this one as well.
Of course, we'll be there. In the meantime, we should all just stay positive.
Well said. When the time comes, I'll carry out my duty to the best of my ability.
Yeah. So, I mean, did you count how many wishes it took before you got Vivian?
Miles.
Okay, wait, what am I supposed... Oh, wait till 2 days later. Oh, okay. When you lost, you hit 50. Okay.
We should meet up with Jean. It's about time for the second trial.
Oh, how come we're not getting any encounter points? Oh, okay, I have half of an encounter point.
Ah, you two. Let me know if you're ready and we'll head out.
Okay. So you went 50 and then 77. Well, I'm sorry, dude, but I don't know what your expectations are. You do realize that, I mean, just the way the odds work, you have to get soft pity to get the 5-star most of the time. Because the odds are like, what is it, like what is it, like 0.06% that you're gonna get the 5-star on a single pull. So yeah, I mean, that's just the way the odds work. I mean, that's the way it's been since the game started. Like, writing them isn't gonna do anything. They're not gonna change it. I mean, yeah, I mean, you know, they've talked ad nauseum for the last 4 years how what's the word? Ungenerous? I don't know. How not generous the Genshin's gacha is compared to other gacha games.
All right, follow me.
All right, so here we go. I guess this is the trial, Albedo's trial part 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, we now convene for the second trial against Mr. Albedo. I, Jean Gunhilder, will once again oversee the proceedings. Representatives on both sides remain unchanged, and Mr. Dahlia will continue to serve as assessor. Ms. Hertha represents the prosecution, and Mr. Kaya speaks on behalf of the defense. The defendant in this case is Mr. Albedo, captain of the investigation team. With that, I now bring this trial to order. Ms. Hertha, have the investigators made any new discoveries?
Yes. We sent the teeth and the femur bone found at the scene to the church's medical office, and were able to conclude that these are, in fact, human remains. In addition, the investigators were able to identify several Mondstadt citizens who appear to have been missing for quite some time.
I mean, I don't know if you remember, but the last time I lost the 50-50, I was wishing for Malvika, and because I lost the 50-50, I never got Malvika. So yeah, dude, I mean, anybody who's played Genshin Impact for, you know, decent amount of time has gone through this.
Forensic analysis of the remains allowed us to pinpoint the age and gender of the deceased. Interestingly, one of the missing individuals matches that profile to a T.
Malika, the Pyro Archon.
The medical office couldn't spare the personnel, so Miss Rosaria is here to present the results to the court.
Hanselman, male, 46 years old. Marital status, single. Occupation, hunter. Consistent with the conclusion in the last trial, his disappearance went unreported, likely due to his lack of relatives. In addition, medical records show that he sustained a mechanism-related injury to his leg 3 years ago. The damage on the femur bone Mr. DeLuke found is consistent with such an injury. You skipped Malika? Bro, she's like probably the best character that's been released in the last like at least half a year. Therefore, we can conclude that one of the victims in this case is Hanselman. A specialized technique was likely used to accelerate the rate of decomposition.
Is it reasonable to assume this technique to be alchemical in nature?
Alchemical or magical, both are possible.
Thank you for your testimony.
The identity of one of the victims is now confirmed. But what about the defendant's motive?
Considering what he wrote in the letter, we can deduce that the defendant needed subjects for an alchemy experiment. Who better than individuals whose disappearance would go unnoticed? In other words, he sacrificed the good people of Mondstadt for his own gain. A truly vile act.
Humph.
In addition, another witness has agreed to testify. Miss Donna, if you would.
Another one, huh?
Wait, Donna from the flower shop?
I'm sorry it took so long for me to come forward. But the night Master DeLuke saw Mr. Albedo, I was there too. I was camping with a friend and we decided to stop near Dragonspine. I couldn't really get comfortable that night, so around dawn, I decided to go for a walk. And that's when I saw Master DeLuke. I thought it might be nice to, chat. So I headed in his direction and then I saw it. Someone at the bottom of the cliff was getting rid of a body. I was terrified the person might see me. Even after I fled, I couldn't shake that fear. And I started to wish I never had a crush on Master DeLuke in the first place. If I hadn't wanted to talk to him, I would never have been in that situation.
And she just says this out loud in front of D-Luke, who is like right there. Bro.
Well, I didn't want to come forward because I was scared. But Miss Hertha convinced me it was the right thing to do. I'm sorry it took me so long.
I see.
Just stepping forward was brave enough, Miss Donna.
The court thanks you for your courage and commitment to justice.
Yes. Thank you.
Oh. Bro, you think... You think Malvika is just another D-Luke? Bro.
The two witnesses corroborate the same sequence of events. That just leaves the question of how the defendant disposed of the bodies.
I believe the answer lies in the alchemical technique mentioned in the letter. The defendant is the most accomplished alchemist in Mondstadt. He has the skill, no question.
A special investigator also uncovered some relevant evidence on that subject. I will now present it to the court.
Wait, does she mean...
The evidence we found in Albedo's office. The following are pieces of evidence uncovered in Mr. Albedo's office, the most important of which is this map. This map was found with the defendant's notes. The markings correspond with the description in the letter and the locations of the crime scenes. Does this map belong to you? Yes. Were you the one who marked these locations? Yes. You do realize that's basically an admission of guilt, don't you? The evidence against you is nearly insurmountable. No. Since you uncovered that compartment, I might as well expound on the matter.
We have witnesses and physical evidence. What could you possibly say in your defense?
What I always have. I never killed a single person.
Ugh, you have some nerve. Saying that when the evidence is stacked against you?
Miss Hertha, you've presented a meticulous and convincing case, I'll give you that. But I will not admit to something I didn't do.
So, what? You're just going to bombard the court with excuses?
That's a rather dismissive way to refer to an innocent man speaking in his own defense. Besides, I'm not making excuses. I'm exercising patience.
That won't make the charges against you disappear, Mr. Albedo.
Perhaps not, but patience comes with its own reward. It's easy for things to remain buried in snow until someone comes along and brushes it away. Albedo seems serious but unfazed. Does that mean he really didn't do anything untoward? He mentioned brushing off the snow. Is that supposed to be a hint? If it was a hint, then it must have something to do with Dragonspine. Which reminds me, one of the locations marked on the map we found was in Dragonspine, wasn't it? Harima, you were the one who uncovered the notes, right? Then I'm assuming you visited the third location marked on the map as well. Yes. Can you tell us what you found? You nod your head and give an honest account of the scene you found on Dragonspine. Whatever was kept in the hole was gone, and the surrounding area bore the markings of an unknown creature. With everything covered in snow, no one knew there was something to discover in the first place.
Then, there must also have been a body.
I need to think about this. What clues am I missing? Really, you're just thinking about this now? Like, shouldn't you have thought about this, like, before the trial started? Luke described nearly as...
Dragon spine. Need the snow big enough. Difference between the marked locations. Albedo marked these 3 locations on the map, and in the hidden compartment there are some similarities and differences between them. Based on what we know, all 3 locations were likely used to hide bodies. The holes dug in each area certainly seem big enough. But unlike the first 2 locations, there were claw marks around the hole in the 3rd location, and no witnesses saw anything happen there. Dragon Spine is home to all manner of monsters and wild animals. Some kind of creature have dug up the body, but why wasn't that the case in the other locations? The marks didn't look fresh, which means the hole at the 3rd location has been there longer than the other 2. But if the hole at the 3rd location wasn't made around the same time, does that mean it's connected to a separate incident? Most people know Albedo as an alchemist, captain of the investigation team. But in truth, he's the Kryta Prince, a synthetic human created by one of the 5 sinners. Spine's frigid climbs covered in snow. Very small creature. Remains an even more stricter and encounters on Dragon Spine. I almost forgot. Paimon and I once encountered someone on Dragon Spine who looked exactly like Albedo and weren't the only ones. Wait a second, someone who looks exactly like him. I'm guessing Albedo has a plan, so I should help him out. But what does he want me to do? Announce a break in the case? No, I should play it safe. Since I made an honest assessment of the facts, I should be honest about my doubts, too. It's only fair. Besides, I think I understand what Albedo was trying to tell me just now. I'd like to address the court, if I may. I was the one who investigated the office, and I believe the results raise a few questions. Regarding the 2 cases addressed in the previous trial, it was established that after disposing of the bodies, the defendant used alchemy to restore the ground to its original state. But that wasn't the case at the 3rd location. The hole was still there with dirt scattered around the perimeter. It looked more like something had been dug up. If this was all done by one person, why wasn't the 3rd scene given the same treatment as the others? Why weren't the traces removed? In addition, the markings around the 3rd location weren't fresh, which suggests that the Dragon Spine incident happened at a different time. For those reasons, I believe there's still reasonable doubt in this case, and I hope the verdict reflects that. Thank you. Astute as ever, Harima.
Questions there may be, but allow me to point out, there is no evidence to suggest that anyone besides the defendant knew about the 3rd location, and the map was found in his notes. That fact alone makes him the most plausible suspect, unless Mr. Albedo suddenly plans to deny that the map belongs to him.
Allow me to respond to Harima's point.
If all I cared about was proving my innocence, I would indeed do as you described, Miss Hertha, and deny any connection to that map. But that is not what I intend to do. The map does belong to me, and I did hide things at those 3 locations.
What?
There were indeed bodies at each location, and I did kill and bury someone on Dragonspine.
Ha! So you admit it. Let the record reflect that the defendant has confessed to his crimes.
You're mistaken, Miss Hertha. The story doesn't end there. Some time ago, I encountered an uninvited guest on Dragonspine, someone who wanted to take advantage of the deserted nature of the region to eliminate me in secret. His desire to kill me led to an altercation where I killed him instead, and buried the body on the mountain, the 3rd location marked on the map.
Actually, the traveler Amber Bennett and I were with Albedo that day. The Adventurers Guild was holding an event on Dragonspine. After it ended, we all left the area. If the person Albedo is referring to is different from the one we encountered on the mountain, then the altercation must have occurred after we left.
This only proves that the defendant is guilty on all counts. Those innocent people, their blood is on your hands.
No, you're wrong.
You deny it? After admitting to murder for the whole court to hear? You've clearly lost your mind.
If you would let me finish, Miss Hertha, I could get to the important part. The man who attacked me on Dragonspine was my height, with blonde hair and blue eyes, dressed in clothes nearly identical to mine. So, someone who happens to look exactly like you? Exactly like him? So I was right. It does come back to what happened back then.
It's one thing to look similar, but for the clothes to be the same?
What's going on? I don't want to be here anymore.
Regardless, the important thing is that you admit to killing someone on Dragonspine.
Yes, I killed someone that day. Someone who looks nearly identical to me. But I never said that someone was a person. I see. Then it appears I need to withdraw my testimony.
What?
Everyone! I brought her!
Wait, you...
The person who just came in, isn't that Hertha?
What's going on?
Who are you? Why do you wear my face? Hello to you, too.
As you can see, this is Hertha, the logistics captain of the Knights of Favonius.
I see what's going on here. It's all been leading up to this, hasn't it? Your confession. It was all an elaborate stunt to set me up. You want to undermine my credibility? Fine. It doesn't eliminate the mountain of evidence stacked against you. All I want is justice for the people of Mondstadt.
Order in the court. I've been stationed on Dragonspine all these years because that is where the subject of my research lies, the dragon Durin. Several hundred years ago, the dragon of the East Dvalin defeated Durin in battle, and with help from Barbados, sealed his remains on Dragonspine. Durin was created through alchemy, one of the finest specimens of artificial life. As such, death was not a true end for him. His heart still beats and grows more revitalized by the day. My imposter on Dragonspine was a failed specimen abandoned in Durin's stomach, an unsuccessful iteration of the homunculus project.
Homunculus?
Are you trying to insinuate that I'm some kind of homunculus? Because it looks to me like the artificial one is standing right there. Some kind of imposter you dragged in from Dragonspine. So this is what I look like when I fly off the handle. You know, they say imitation is the best form of flattery, but your impersonation has overstayed its welcome. Master Jean, what are you waiting for? We've known each other for so long. You recognize the real me, don't you?
The two of you look identical, but judging based on demeanor, the new arrival actually seems more like the Hertha I know.
That means nothing! By that logic, I could just as easily accuse the albedo in this room of being an imposter! How do we know he isn't the fake one? A cold-blooded killer who replaced the real albedo long ago! Then, how about something only the real Hertha would know? The longest scar on my body. The knights who fought alongside me that day should remember where it is.
I remember. Let's hear your answer.
I'd like to hear Miles' answer first.
Huh?
You don't know? Or you don't remember? I heard you've been acting strange these days. Disoriented? Confused? You were closer to me than anyone during that battle. And yet you don't remember a thing. Strange indeed.
No, my head. It hurts.
The scar is right here.
Why the nerves? I can't imagine this comes as a surprise. Unless your informant in the Knights of Favonius failed to mention the scar on Hertha's left arm.
Albedo has done a lot of research into beings like you. If you deny it, then show us your arm.
No need to panic. You can just add it now. You excel at changing your appearance, don't you? Or I should say, all spawn of Durin's life force have that ability. A powerful life force, an appearance you can change at will. Yet here you stand, formless one, paralyzed to act, because you're worried using that power could affect your accomplices. Accomplices? Then Miles must be one of them. There are others, too. Most of the beings under the influence of Durin's life force have gathered here. And yet, their presence is what impedes her from taking action. Once you attempt to transform, all who surround you will be affected by your power. You can't control it, because in this network of living beings, you serve as the core.
Show us your arm. Ugh! Have it your way!
Whoa!
Oh shit.
Come on, let's go!
Hey! They're shielding the imposter!
Bro, this is getting out of hand now.
She's trying to get away. Stop her! Don't let anyone stand in your way.
There are others trying to get in. Must be more people under her control.
Time to get moving, everyone.
Whoa! She just leaped across the room!
After her!
It's time. All units move out. Third company, keep on the imposter's tail. We finally have a chance to talk. But before I explain the events of the past few days, I'd like to make a few things clear. First, I never killed any of my fellow citizens. and I never used human remains as part of an alchemical experiment. Second, the events of the past few days were all part of a plan. Most of the members of our order were in on it. As for the witnesses, Master Deluth picked up on the situation long before today's proceedings. Wow, that's quite an involved plan. Indeed. Follow me. Bruh.
What? How are there monsters in the city?
Bro, the frickin' hilly churls never actually come into the city. What the fuck? They are all monsters from Dragonspine. An attack is imminent, but fear not. We've been preparing for this. We've been monitoring the resurgence of Durin's life force. Its festering nature agitated these monsters. We knew it was only a matter of time before they advanced on Mondstadt. And so we made preparations for an inevitable battle. I was hoping you two could join me and provide assistance in the battle to come.
Of course. Where's our first stop?
The top of the city wall. Prepare mobile support. Okay, wait. Go to the... Okay. Oh, hey, it's Mona! Oh.
Master Gene, headquarters should be secure for now.
I didn't think we were gonna get a cutscene here.
We responded in time and had enough manpower. We can even spare some for mobile support across the region.
Good. Our intel suggests that the monsters from Dragonspine could be disguised as Mondstadt citizens, so be sure to exercise caution. Oh, sorry, this is Mona. Oh, and my divination revealed there are also regular people under the influence of some strange power. Not all of them are monsters. Yes, so for those people, the aim is to subdue, not harm. Before you attack, make sure to figure out what you're dealing with.
Understood.
Perfect timing, Harima. I was hoping you three could form a mobile unit to help respond to the various threats in the area. It's been a while, Harima. I'm also here to help. Jean and I are going to remain here to monitor the situation. We'll leave the other locations to you. Don't worry, my scry glass doesn't show the slightest chance of failure. Victory will be ours.
Captain Albedo, Honorary Knight, and your floating companion.
Some of the people around here are acting strange. Be careful.
Hold firm. Drag another wardrobe over here.
Damn, dude. These hilly churls are going nuts. They're trying to invade people's houses and shit. This is messed up right here. Vile beasts. Wait. No. No, dude. Yeah,
Yeah, official's not on the list. Bro. So the voice of second best girl is gone. What the fuck, dude? What the fuck? Okay. All right. Apparently we're still adding people to the list here. Here we go. Official. Bro. Official's voice is gone, bro. Dude, I'm telling you, like, it must be like, what, 75% of the main characters' voices are all gone now? This is so ridiculous, dude. I don't know, man. Like, the whole VA situation has just gone so haywire that I really doubt I can even obtain a good assessment of the situation that even remotely that even is like remotely accurate to the truth. Because the thing is, I've tried watching videos about like what's going on with it, but the problem is like everybody who makes like commentary videos about the VA thing, they're all like these like right-wing grifters. So like I can't trust a single fucking word that they say about it. So I don't know. I just don't really understand what's going on at this point. I just know that like some of the voice actors were claiming that they were refusing to work because they wanted assurances that AI wouldn't like take their job, right? And Hoyoverse has addressed that now. So, I mean, I understand there could be others. I mean, I think AI wasn't like the only thing. I mean, there were probably other reasons that some of the other voice actors decided to refuse to work. So I could understand like them still holding out. But my God, there are so many voices that still haven't returned that I don't know. I just don't know what the fuck is going on at this point. Anyway. Okay, so I guess I will voice Fischl. Vile beasts! The Immernacht Reich shall not tolerate such a transgression. Hey, Fischl.
Ah, that's the traveler's voice.
We still got Oz's voice, though.
You arrive at a most opportune time, vassal. Sword at the ready.
Oh, I have to. Okay. Oh my God, dude, look at this. I am like, well, wait, is this supposed to be happening? What the fuck is going on here?
Why is the Traveler's attack so weak? Like, he can't do anything. Alright, whatever, dude.
By royal decree.
Okay.
Come into being! Feel this ancient power.
Oz, reveal thyself.
Witness my great undertaking. Live!
Midnight Phantasmagoria.
Fear not. The foul monsters have been cast into the void.
Mein Fräulein means to say that you should refrain from going out for the time being. We will continue to protect this area.
All right. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. But, I've never seen a bird that can, talk.
No need to worry. I'm Mein Fräulein's humble servant. Please rest assured, I'm not a danger to you.
You can trust them, I promise.
Oh, no, of course. I didn't mean it that way at all. I just misspoke.
Humph, no matter. My vassals have unfinished duties, yes? Then go forth and smite these wretched beasts. The princess's blessing shall illuminate your path.
Yeah. Oh, well, it won't let me. Oh, wait, there we go. Yeah, let me see. Traveler. I can't remember what I've got him at. No, he's level 70. I mean, I don't know. Well, okay. Yeah, I didn't level up any of his talents, so... Oh, and I've got... Okay, yeah. I guess that's probably why. Yeah, I haven't... Yeah, you're right. I haven't really done... Even though he's level 70, like... I got, like... I haven't put a weapon on him or any artifacts or anything, so yeah. I guess that's why. Yeah, and I think before, whenever it has you control the Traveler, it's been like a trial version of him, I think, if I remember correctly. So they would just like automatically give him, you know, like... Bro, I never use Traveler. Why would I do that stuff if I never even use them?
It's you.
Of course, here they're like forcing me to use him, so...
Come a little closer.
Come into being!
You're in for a little shock.
Burst forth!
I should just use Razor because, like, I've actually, like, built him up. Let's get him down to... Okay, there we go.
Come into being!
Alright. Bro. Please. Stop. Stop this, dude. Bro. What the fuck? Oh my god, dude. Yeah, at least it's not on the list either. So guess what? I mean, can you count, like, how, I mean, that must be like 40 characters, dude. I mean, it's almost to the point where I'm gonna have to decrease the font on that list again. And then it's gonna be like so small you won't, I mean, it's already bad enough as it is, you can barely read this shit, but I'm gonna have to make it even smaller, so I mean, it's just gonna look like a bunch of blotches at that point. Okay.
Phew. It's been a while since I unleashed my lightning during Windbloom.
It happened a lot before?
Okay. We still got Razor's voice.
Unleashing lightning on people? No. Once in a while, maybe. It sure feels good to let loose, though. Huh. My old professor even wrote to me about that a few days ago. Of course, I made sure to emphasize that I always treat others with kindness. It's only natural for a student to inherit their teacher's ways, after all. And mine was a gentle old man from the Spantamad school. So you see, this time I only used gentle methods of electrocution. So gentle even Jean would have no reason to intervene.
Huh. Gentle electrocution.
You seem to be in good spirits, Miss Lisa. Oh well, it's good to move about every once in a while.
Hey, what's up again, Ox? Oh, okay. I guess we got sucked into Sucrose's random cutscene here.
Mr. Albedo, Harima. Everything good here? All good. A few monsters made it into the city, but Master Diluc and Master Kaya helped me take care of them.
Oh, now we got different. Okay.
Dodge this.
Animal test 6308.
Jesse. Oh, so it's not Queen? Interesting. Can I grab? Oh. Oh, look at that. This person also got a Escoffier.
Stand clear.
Alright, hold on. I can't do it right now because I'm in the middle of this.
Verdict is...
Animal hypostasis simulation. Animal test 6308.
Cool it.
Okay. Wait. What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? Where do I need to go? Oh, out here? Okay.
Where are all these monsters coming from? My sword hand is cramping.
Wait, I think that's Captain Kaya's voice. Maybe he's coming to help. Just hang in there.
Stand clear. Swirl, Mark 2.
You get off the job so late. Yeah, it seems like you've been busy. Oh my god, you are doing construction work for an Amazon data center? Bro. The fuck? Nah, bro, you need to quit that shit and tell Amazon to go fuck themselves.
Fantastic job defending this place, you two.
We'll take it from here.
Oh, Captain Kaya, Swan is...
Hey, I'm fine. It's your leg we should be worried about.
Swan, Lawrence, you should both get treated at the church. Don't push yourselves. We'll take care of things here.
But, Master Diluc, didn't you leave the Knights of Favonius?
What? Are knights the only ones capable of defending this gate?
It's fine. Master Diluc is just altruistic as always. If a civilian is willing to help out, who are we to turn him away?
Understood. We're grateful for the support.
Yeah, thanks a million. We'll be back soon.
I have some spare time right now, so I was planning to make some potions to help the people fighting.
A sound plan. Remember to be careful. I know it's unlikely, but if you encounter a situation you can't handle, retreat to somewhere safe. Don't worry about the front line.
Understood. Shoot, someone's coming. Help me, please. Someone help me.
What's with the freak out? It's just us.
Ah, perfect. I can drop the act. Sorry, thought you were regular citizens.
It's about time. I think we can proceed as planned.
I agree. Although it's been a while since I dealt with something this big, it's going to be pretty exhausting.
Don't worry. I'll treat you to a drink for your trouble.
Just what I wanted to hear.
So, these two know the other's identity then?
People can make new friends when we're not here, you know.
Monsters started surging in from Dragon Spine during the trial. They soon became agitated, likely in response to the core coming under pressure. Still, I never expected those monsters to have become this advanced.
The power of evolution cannot be underestimated, especially considering the fact that Durin absorbed the previous imposter.
Wait, so what about the map? And the missing bodies?
What the witnesses saw was true. I did hide those bodies. As I monitored the situation on Dragonspine, I noticed that many who ventured there came back
different. Some were under the influence of Durin's power, but the less fortunate ones had already been devoured by monsters, who then assumed their appearance to infiltrate the city. Most of those who were replaced had no close relatives, so when their behavior changed, there was no one to notice. The monsters used their disguise to get close to people. I eliminated 2 who attempted to attack.
What about the remains D-Luke found? Did they belong to one of the victims?
Yes, the monsters slowly digested their victims. Sometimes they even left behind body parts to aid the transformation. All that remained of the first victim was a few strands of hair, and the second, some teeth and bone. The only bodies Albedo destroyed were the monster's mimic forms. Then he buried whatever remained of the victims to put them to rest. Well, someone had to do it. Besides, I managed to gather some valuable data on the putrefaction of the bodies. After we defeated that doppelganger Whopper Flower on Dragonspine, we promised to tell each other a story, remember? You told me the story of a gardener, I remember. I'm glad. Then you remember what I told you about Subject 2? In his pursuit to replace Subject 1, he transformed a Whopper Flower into Subject 3. So there was another imposter on Dragonspine that day? Yes, that would be Subject 2. I confronted him and buried his body on Dragonspine. So you see, at one point there was something hidden in that hole you found. But Durin is becoming more revitalized by the day. Under the influence of his power, the monsters dug up Subject 2's body and returned it to Durin's stomach. Durin absorbed the failed creation along with his knowledge and way of thinking. Ever since then, all creatures spawned from his power had the ability to transform their appearance. Humans who venture into Dragonspine for too long are also bound to fall under Durin's influence. But those effects won't show themselves right away. The extent to which a person has been affected is hard to perceive. You saw it for yourself, didn't you? All the people acting strange. Those are the same people who just tried to break into the Knights of Favonius headquarters. Durin's power remained dormant within them until, finally, it surged to the surface and seized control. That was also our goal. If we could force a situation where the imposter had no choice but to unleash that power, all those under its influence would become violent, and thus we would know who was affected.
Wait, so what do? We can't go around hurting innocent people.
That's why I'm here. It would make me look bad if I just lazed around after promising to help. We will use the power of Animo to restrain them for now. That should give the knights the chance to subdue them without harm. A specialized team will deal with them later. Alright, that's the long and short of the situation. It's time to activate that thing, right? Yes, so if there are little secrets other people shouldn't know, my identity, for example, keep it to yourself, okay? Alright, this should do it.
Wind currents? Paimon's never seen this many!
There should now be wind currents across the city. Everyone, can you hear me? Loud and clear. All units, what's your status?
All good. We
We have enough manpower to provide support. Requesting assistance at the side gate. Heading over now.
Whoa! It's long-distance wind communication! How is that even possible?
Venti is a genius. It's all thanks to Lord Barbados. With this blessing, we will succeed in defending our city. Actually, if you face away from the current and whisper like this, no one can hear you.
No wonder you're crouching down there like you have something to hide.
You didn't have to broadcast that.
Huh? That voice. Venti? Is that you?
Oops.
Oh, you know, just a wandering bard calling for help. Thank goodness Harima Paimon and Albedo found me. Got me out of a tough spot.
Alright. Now that you're okay, we should check on the status of the other areas.
Thanks, friend. May the Animo Archon protect you.
Wait, why would he say that?
I've got things covered here. I don't like being in the middle like this, especially on a bridge. Oh, look who it is.
Ah! Get back!
Phew, that was a close one. I suppose thanks are in order, Master D-Luke. I appreciate the help.
No need. I didn't intervene to save you. It was for my own convenience. You were in my way.
Oh? Well, let me get out of your hair then. I suppose we could work together, but you would just melt my ice anyway.
Suit yourself.
All right. Tell me, when did you notice something was off?
The first trial.
Ah, because of the fake Hertha?
No, because of you.
Me? What did I do? My defense wasn't passionate enough?
No, you weren't nervous enough.
Tell me then, Master D-Luke, when do you think I actually get nervous?
I suppose we'll see, won't we? Monsters incoming.
On second thought, best not to think about it.
Time for retribution! Oh, so sorry.
Bro, I dodged that shit.
Verdict is... Dodge this! This one will be frozen in time.
Ow.
Time for retribution! Oh, so sorry. Freeze! Verdict is...
Laid the smack down.
They're over there! Dilu, Kaya!
If you had time to make it out here, I'm guessing the other areas are secure?
What? We can't be here because we care?
Maybe this was just the closest spot to the city gate. Maintaining control over the main road means maintaining control over the battle as a whole. You made the right choice.
So what's the status over here?
All under control, don't worry. My trusty civilian volunteer and I have this area covered. I think you mean the man who held the title of cavalry captain before you. We don't have time to bring that up. Well, keep up the good work. We'll go check on the status of the other locations. Good luck. Oh, and I wanted to thank you for what you said in court. If I'm not mistaken, you were on my side by the end. Haha, believe me, he's had his suspicions since the first trial.
I suppose it just didn't feel right to believe that someone who helped me in the past could be a cold-blooded killer.
Aw, that's so sweet.
Thank you for trusting me and for choosing to fight alongside us. As for you, Kaya, good work as always.
We'll see you soon.
Of course. Stay safe.
Bro, what is with these, like, dramatic, like, zoom-in, weaving shots? Oh, now it's, now... Oh my god, now they got us controlling Barbara just to heal these guys.
I'll protect us.
Couldn't heal him fast enough. Now I gotta fucking wait.
Let's dance.
Alright.
All right, you should be on the mend.
Thank you so much, Miss Barbara. Things are still quite chaotic outside. It's best if you all remain inside the cathedral for now.
You're not rushing back out to the front line, are you? You're still injured.
Don't worry, Miss Barbara. I'll try not to put myself in harm's way. I can help with the logistics from the back.
Well, maybe we can give you a hand. As you said, the situation outside is chaotic. Injured parties should not be left unattended. There are others here who need to get back to the front lines, so I'll escort you all myself.
Of course. Thank you, Miss Rosaria.
Just doing my job. I'll leave the cathedral to you then, Barbara. You can count on me. I don't really know how all of this started, but I do know that Jean and the others have been preparing for this for a really long time. So I think everything will be all right. No, it has to be. Did I catch you at a bad time, Barbara? No, not at all. Did you need something? I just wanted to tell you that over the next few days, a lot of things are going to happen in Mondstadt. Attacks and fighting. So I need you to take care of yourself. Huh? How do you know? Albedo warned us in advance. It has something to do with Dragonspine, and he's our authority on that region, so we should take him at his word. Dragonspine, huh? So the city is going to be in danger? Yes, but the Knights of Favonius will do whatever we can to protect the people. But then, who will protect you? Don't worry, I'll look out for myself, I promise. Please let them be okay out there.
Oh. Bro, for a second there, I saw Grace and I thought Grace Howard from Zenless Zone Zero. Oh, shit. Okay.
Sister Barbara, could you lend me a hand? Ah, of course. Coming.
Damn. Noelle just kicked the shit out of that hilly churl.
They're here. Prepare for battle. On guard, everyone. Incoming monsters at 11 o'clock. Looks like we've got 25 hilly churls, 2 blazing axe midi-churls, and a bunch of different slimes. Prepare elemental countermeasures. Roger that.
Wait, what? What am I doing here? Oh, okay. Wait. Can we go down and fight them? Okay.
Engaging. Go, Baron Bunny.
You do realize I'm like doing these fights with basically like my weakest characters.
Now's our chance.
Hey!
Providing cover fire.
Get him! No one escapes my sights! Go, Baron Bunny!
Engaging. Leave the wounded to me.
I'll race you there! Get him!
Keep your cool.
Now that's the thing, I don't think they are trial characters. I think it's just using your, like, your character. I'm pretty sure.
Final warning. Now's our chance.
Well, but wait, that wouldn't make sense, because then if you don't have the character, it wouldn't work. So maybe, I don't fucking know. They sure seem awfully weak for trial characters, though.
Let it rain!
Engaging.
Go, Baron Bunny!
Okay, push Barrett Bunny towards him. Yeah, there we go.
Let's keep going, team.
All units are now in position.
Hertha! Ah, jeez, your voice scared me just now.
What? Still caught up in the imposter incident? I thought you knew about the plan.
Well, after you up and disappeared one day, all Master Jean told me was that you'd be gone for a while on an important mission, and that it'd be better if people thought you were dead. And then, what do you know? Someone who looks exactly like you appears out of nowhere 2 days later. If Master Gene hadn't told me about your mission, I would have fallen for it hook, line, and sinker.
Yeah, that's quite a scary thought. I get chills just thinking about it. A monster replacing someone close to you and you're none the wiser. Don't worry. Once this is over, these monsters won't be a threat to us again. Albedo, are you okay? The trial wasn't too hard on you, was it? I'm sorry I couldn't be there. I was so worried. Same here. I thought it was all real at one point. I was in complete shock. So you didn't know, Amber? Then it seems Eula did an excellent job at keeping the situation under wraps. And no need to worry, you two. I'm no worse for wear. That sounds like Eula, all right. She's like an impenetrable wall, that one. You're not getting a secret out of her.
Yeah, for sure. She's someone you can really count on.
Wait, so how did you decide Hertha should disappear again? After all this fighting, I can't seem to get it straight.
It was Kaya's suggestion. He said the plan would work best with someone well-known and reputable without being too high profile. Naturally, Miss Hertha was the perfect choice. We needed to leave a hole in our organization, so she came up with the idea that she would disappear. Ah, so that explains the rumor that someone had fallen during a mission. Of course, it didn't take long for that to get resolved. No, because the imposter fell right into our trap. It was all part of the plan. First, we spread the rumor that Hertha was missing in action after some kind of incident. The news came from Kaya and Hertha's direct subordinates, which was important because we needed it to be credible. The imposter saw the gap in our ranks and couldn't help but take the bait. It didn't take long for the fake Hertha to appear on the night's patrol route, claiming to have survived her mission.
When did that happen?
Over 6 months ago.
Whoa, so this has been a long time in the making.
Yes, and our enemy was more meticulous than we expected. Monsters have been searching for Hertha's body in order to protect the imposter's identity, which is a more advanced way of thinking than Subject 2. So we had to wait long enough to convince the fake Hertha that she had our trust. Furthermore, we needed to give her time to gather evidence against me and convince herself she had enough to strike.
But how did the Knight's internal information even reach Durin and his monsters?
There's an informant among our ranks.
Don't worry, Barbados already tracked her down. She doesn't have his blessing, so she can't hear what we're talking about right now.
Honestly, this whole situation almost gave Paimon a heart attack. All those awful accusations in the first trial, and you couldn't even defend yourself!
It was to be expected. I couldn't just reveal the truth. It had to be at the right moment, or it would have given the imposter even more fuel to use against me. She would have demanded to know how I knew about Dragonspine and the monsters in disguise, and if my true identity got out, the public's trust in me would be gone. It was a trap, you see. Argue back and expose my origins, or keep my mouth shut and be seen as a murderer. Credit where credit is due, it was well thought out.
Yeah, thank goodness we were able to back her into a corner.
Indeed, and I have you to thank for that, Harima. You probably don't know it, but you've been a part of the plan since the beginning. Me? But I didn't even know there was a plan. And for that, you have my sincere apologies. I know I kept you in the dark, but I had a reason. This might not sound intuitive, but I did it to make the plan even stronger. From the beginning, I knew I had to leave the letters in my office for a fair and independent reader to discover. Someone willing to seek the truth. Naturally, I thought of you. I knew you would return from Windbloom. I knew you would agree to attend the trial. And I knew your sense of responsibility and justice as an honorary knight would compel you to start your own investigation. The fake Hertha, Subject 2, has met you on Dragon's Spine before. If she thought even you had lost faith in me, her confidence might get the best of her. The perfect time for us to strike. Albedo's right. You were part of our plan from the start. I hope you don't take offense at our decision to keep that from you. And please, don't be too hard on Albedo. He was just doing his best to look out for Mondstadt. Enough people were involved in the plan as it was. We had no other choice. The honorary knight and Paimon will always be friends of Mondstadt. We will never forget that.
Aw, that means a lot.
Thank you for thinking of me. It was an honor to take part. It is us who should be thanking you, honorary knight.
Wait, was that you just now? Let's go to the side gate to check it out.
Okay, is Diana on the list? I don't think she is. She is not. Alright. See if Diana's voice is gone. Bro, there's just no fucking end to this shit, dude. No fucking end, dude.
These darn things are more annoying than disgusting booze hounds. Albedo, Harima, if you run into anyone who needs a safe place to wait this out, feel free to send them to the Cat's Tail. I'll be here to watch over things, so the tavern will be safe. Thank you, Diana. We will be sure to do just that.
Alright. Adding yet another character to the list here. Alright, who else we got here? Oh, Bennett? Bennett. Did we put him? No, Bennett's not on the list, it looks like. Okay.
Gotta say, when I saw you on the side of the road, I thought you were hurt. Not about to whack me in the head.
Okay, bro. Why is it that all the guys' voices are still here, but all the girls' voices are gone? Well, okay, that's not totally true, because D. Luke's voice is gone too. But, like, bro. And Albedo. And Kaya.
Oh gosh, I'm so sorry about that. I was trying to run away, but I just couldn't keep going, so I pretended to be unconscious. Thought I could at least land a surprise hit on a monster that way.
I get it. That's a pretty common tactic. Oh, Traveler, Albedo, you're here.
If you're looking for somewhere safe, head to the Cat's Tail. Diona is sheltering people there. Anyone who needs help is welcome.
Got it. I'll take her there right away.
It's all my fault. I knew Clea was fast, but disappearing like this? I only lost sight of her for 1 second. How am I going to explain this to Albedo?
Explain what?
Albedo, Traveler, Paimon, what brings you here?
We're providing mobile support across the region. Was there something you needed to explain? You can tell me anything. I hope you know that.
Yeah, plus we kinda already heard what you said, so...
Just tell us. There's nothing to be afraid of.
Clea, she disappeared right under my nose. I'm sorry. I'm doing all I can to find her.
I see. Please don't beat yourself up. Clea is...
Wait! Something's coming this way, and it doesn't look pretty!
Alright, fighting first, conversation later.
She was right next to me, and the next thing I knew, she ran off somewhere. I swear I only lost sight of her for a second.
Bro, he just instantly fucking
Burst forth.
took the Traveler out, bro.
Beg for mercy. Those bombs. I see what you mean. She's not to be underestimated.
Feel this ancient power. Live!
More speed. Vengeance will be mine. Crush!
Oh well, Traveler's fucking weak anyway.
We won!
Great work, Clea. I'll be counting on you to protect Eula next time, too.
Albedo, you can't be serious.
Another voice, bro. Another voice gone. Fucking ridiculous, dude.
No problem. Just leave it to Clea. Are you going on patrol, Mr. Albedo? Clea heard you went camping for a few days, and these monsters followed you back home.
Camping. Ah, right. The truth isn't suitable for little ears.
That's right. So I need to report back to Master Jean to settle my expenses. If you have some time, I'm sure Eula would be grateful if you escorted her back to the headquarters as well.
Of course. I place myself in your capable hands, Spark Knight.
It would be an honor. Clea will do her best.
Okay, whoa, 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 whoa. Whoop.
That should be it for now. Good work, everyone. How did we fare injury-wise? Good. Our preparations paid off. Injuries are few and far between. I have the full record here. Wonderful. I'll review it in a bit.
We're back!
Everyone all right?
Amber?
Yep, right as rain.
Wait, we already... Wait. Did I add
Amber? Oh my god. Fucking hell. Fucking hell, dude. That is the last name I can add. If I add any more, it will literally go off the screen. So I will have to decrease the font yet again. At that point, I might as well just make 2 fucking lists. Put them side by side, because it's getting ridiculous. We're back! Klee kept Miss Eula safe the whole way. That's amazing, Klee. Eula was lucky to have you. Looks like we're still missing a few. Reporting back, Master Jean. Mission complete. Good to have you back, safe and sound. And great work, everyone. This operation could not have happened without you all. Your leadership is what made it possible, Master Jean. It's been a busy few days. You should take a well-deserved break. I will, but I believe you deserve one most of all. My work isn't finished, I'm afraid. I have a few loose ends to tie up. Loose ends? Yes, of course. We can talk about it back at headquarters. Harima and Paimon should be there too. Alright, everyone who has finished their work should head back to their quarters or to the church to get some rest. Wanna come with us, Klee? We can drink some tea and eat some freshly baked moon pies. Yes, yes. Hi, everyone. Venti, thank you for everything. I know there were difficult moments along the way. Oh, well, wait, does that mean you saw me running for my life? No. Apologies. Just forget I said anything. Just kidding. But you're right, it was tough out there. I almost lost my hat to the wind several times. Any notable information on the wind? Of course. It was out on the city wall for quite some time. I heard all sorts of things. As for something notable, well, I picked up on anxious voices and a child's anger. Durin has been isolated for centuries, but absorbing Subject 2's emotions allowed him to understand certain truths about this world and his existence, including the fact that he's no longer Mother's only child, or her most perfect creation. It's obvious he found that fact difficult to accept. The emotions he felt in response were quite genuine and, dare I say, human. If I eliminate the perfect creation, I will be the only child Mother needs. This mindset arose out of Durin's instinct to compete and survive, and came to dominate all those around him. Of course, the absorption of Subject 2's knowledge allowed him to take a more intelligent approach, accusing me of murder. In the end, however, Durin still lacks sufficient social intelligence. The fact that his army even got this far is a miracle.
Oh, no wonder Venti sensed a child's anger through the wind.
That same feeling. It's close. Miss Phonia, here to make your report?
Oh, nothing much to report, actually.
Is that so? During the battle, we were talking about your transfer to the 7th Company. You were in charge of patrols and post-battle reconnaissance this time. How did everything go?
Good. no problems.
I see. If you don't mind me asking, why did you come from that direction? And why are you alone? Did you think we were still meeting at the side gate? There was a change of plans. We sent the message over the wind in the last few minutes of the battle. There were a lot of changes during the operation, but I imagine you missed those as well because you're under Durin's influence. And you have been since your trip to Dragonspine over 6 months ago. Don't move. Let's continue this discussion back at headquarters. Don't be scared. I'll figure out a way to free you from his power soon. All right. Finally got through all that. Man, that was long. Okay. But I'm going to go ahead and stop here for tonight, and we'll resume this all tomorrow.
Add Astro. Thank you for
Wait, there was something else. It's reputation. Field fungal traces. Yeah. Okay. So I get 2 philosophies of contention for that. Ooh. Oh, wait a sec. I didn't... Oh, no, no, no. I'm not fucking doing that.
Add Astro.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and do this real quick. Alright, man. Well, obviously that went so long that, yeah, I'm out of time to do any of the visual novels, so we'll, save that for another day, I suppose. Let me check something real quick. Oh, wow, that game's not till 9 o'clock. Damn, okay. Alright, well, I guess I will be, yeah, I'll be back. I will stream again tomorrow, but I think it's gonna be a, earlier stream. So I'll start streaming tomorrow, earlier than I normally do.
I do love Spina di Rosula's logo.
Most likely.
Designed by my
So,
mother. Have you noticed
anyway.
how it's shaped like a heart?
I'm out, so I'll see y'all tomorrow. have a good night.
Rebooting. Wanderer near Wolfendom.